Hello.
Hi.
Do you believe in spirits, here, afterlife, and power that they have?
I do.
Have you ever had any experiences that make you feel that way?
I've had some signs that I believe have been messages.
So
She knew.
So you really do believe in this stuff?
Yep.
Okay. How about you?
I'm skeptical. I'd have to experience it firsthand in order to believe it. I hear a lot about it, but I'm not.
Have you ever been to a show where there's been a medium?
No, never.
So you've never had anybody tell you
No.
something about your life?
No.
Okay, maybe tonight will be the night.
I hope so.
Okay, thank you. Do you believe in spirits and the spirit world?
Yes.
Have you ever had any occasion to make you believe that way?
My mother. She made me believe it.
Okay, have you ever been to a show such as this? No?
I watch TV a lot. All kinds of movies.
So is your mother the only spirit you believe you have, or is there others?
I don't even know if I have my mother's spirit.
Maybe she'll be around tonight and you can pass the message.
Thank you.
Thank you. And welcome to Around the Sioux with Mike Caruso. Tonight I have a special guest with me, Kerrilynn Shellhorn.
Thank you.
And she's a medium. Welcome back to the Sioux.
Thank you.
I know that you're a former Siouxite,
Yeah.
living in southern Ontario somewhere.
Yeah. I'm originally from down the line, like Lair Township, and I live in Guelph now. So as far as what I call myself, I tell people I'm an intuitive medium. So I pick up information that sometimes maybe about what your health is currently, or changes that they see coming up with relationships or jobs. But it's mostly your loved ones that are crossed over.
When did you first realize that you had this special gift?
Well, sometimes I don't think it's a gift. Sometimes I think it's a curse. Sometimes, not always a gift. When I was little, I used to see things, but it became more part of a daily life once I had my children. So, later in my 20s and early 30s, and then I started doing it this as a job full time 6 years ago.
And your parents, how did they notice things going on with you?
No.
That you didn't let them know that?
No.
And when did they first realize that something was going on?
Older, like when I started doing it full time and talking about my children having experiences, and then moving into deciding.
And you kept it a secret from them all the time?
Mm-hmm.
Why? Were they skeptical?
I know. My mom was definitely not somebody that's skeptical. My mom certainly had books around for me to read, Sylvia Brown, The Life We Were Born to Live, different books. So she made it accessible. It just wasn't.
How about your friends? Did you ever, when you were really young, did you play games or something?
Imaginary things?
Yeah.
Oh yes, all the time.
What
But they
did
weren't
think?
imaginary.
No, but
Yeah.
what did they think?
They didn't really, they just sort of played along. I think it was interesting for me, I called it my coming out party when I was here at the Esquire Club last time, for
And how long ago was that?
I think I did my first event here in November of this year, so 2013. But it was my coming out party at home, like high school friends, and for them to really know that this is what I was doing full time.
And down in Guelph, you do this on an ongoing basis, or do you
I
just
travel
have
all over. Yeah, so
You do a lot of private readings?
every day.
Every day?
Every day.
And that's what you found while you're here?
Yeah, I've been working from Tarot Ida's tea room up on Great Northern Road with the frontier villages, and I've been booked every day. Every day.
When you, I guess it just grew on you. When you first discovered this, that you had a talent,
Yeah.
were you afraid? Were you, was it a game for you? What were your feelings?
For me, how I receive information is I see, I hear, I feel, and I taste. So sometimes for me, especially young, it was the knowing. Like you get a gut feeling about something, but you can't validate it. You don't know where it's coming from. The see part scared me, so I kind of shut that down. I shut that down until I started doing it full time as an adult.
Do you have a website or on Facebook? Or
Oh yeah, I'm all over social media. So
do you want to give it out?
sure, it's my name. It's Kerrylynn, Kerrilynn Shellhorn, SHELLHORN.com. And then on Facebook, I have my cover page on Facebook, just underneath my name. It will say Kerrilynn Shellhorn, Intuitive Medium. And on Twitter, so it's 4, the number 4, Earth Angels. You know what? For me and how I approach all of my events, and I think what pulls people is I keep it pretty normal. It's not far out there, and I think that my purpose is to teach people as well too. So I always ask them, your loved ones, to show me how they're showing you that they're around, so you can grow that connection for yourself and not depend on someone like me. But I think that really pulls people in.
Okay, I'll treat you like a musician. Break a leg.
Thank you.
Thank you for doing this, and,
Yeah,
and have a good time while you're
I
here.
do.
So-
Thank you so much.
It was funny because when I was walking in, I was like shuffling because I wanted to wear my pretty shoes. Did you forget that you're in this suit? I've got both pairs of snowshoes in the car, so I'll be fine. When they give me that punch in the face, it's fast, it's quick, it's traumatic. Whenever I feel broken in here, then it's usually an accident of some kind. So he kept going. Every time I tried to walk away from you, he would make me feel like I was going to throw up. Get back there! And he'd bop me in the head to push me back over here. So when I feel okay, so everybody usually gets panicky when I say this, but you need to listen to the whole thing, okay? Whenever I feel needles in my arm, it's an addiction-related issue as well too. So he just shows me this and then makes me feel sick to my stomach and beer foam comes up in my mouth. So I know that there's alcohol related to this accident as well too. Does that make sense for you? Okay. Okay, so there's a couple of things. When I came up here, I had somebody else try to pop in. So I had to kind of push them out of the way. So I don't know who that person belongs to. So I just had to move out of that space for a second. Okay? So when I was closing my eyes, what happens for me when I do this, it just kind of helps me ground energy out. Okay? Lord knows I'm not shy, so it's not about nerves. What happens again, so we kind of have to go through the same process. So that fast, quick, traumatic, but this doesn't feel as instant as the other one. This feels like it was drawn out a little bit longer, and I feel more like I'm spinning. Does that make sense for you? Okay. Okay. Am I okay to keep going? There's 2 steps. Can I come up on this side of you? Okay. Because there's another drinker person right in here. So
Imagine that.
We're at the hotel. The drinker person has to wait a second. Okay, so I'm gonna move over here. Okay. This person's a drinker as well too, not drinker. So this is a younger person, not an older person. Okay. Super friendly, very social, lots of people. Showing me lots of people in a row to say goodbye to him. Lots of people. Everybody came out to say goodbye to him. Lots of people. So, okay. feels like I keep spinning or rolling. I keep spinning and rolling. When I close my eyes and he puts me in that space, does that make, it's whatever happened within the car accident. Okay. So I keep trying to reassure him, we don't have to stay there. Let's move on. He puts me underneath you though. So he puts me directly underneath you. Usually for me, it's either a younger sibling or a child or somebody that's connected to you that would be directly underneath. Does that make sense?
He can be older than her, but still be like
Yeah, he's connected to you. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1 over. He's going 1, 2, 3, 1 over. 1, 2, 3, but it feels like there's 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1 over. So we need to figure out how, like usually for me when they start counting 1, 2, 3, 4, it's their row of siblings. So this is what he keeps counting. 1, 2, 3, 4, and then he says 1 over. Does that make sense? Okay. Pardon?
my ears are burning.
Your ears are burning? Yeah. Oh, that's so fun. Okay, so he keeps doing this. He keeps showing me being able to show up during dream time, right? So I think a big part for me too is showing people how they connect. So he keeps showing me dream time. So that can happen a lot for many people, but there's a difference between a dream and a visitation. A visitation, when they come, is vivid. You remember every single detail. You remember all the colors, you remember the smells, the words, you will remember absolutely everything and it doesn't fade away. A dream will fade away. You won't hold it. He keeps showing me that he can show up as a visitation. He's showing me that he did it a lot at the beginning and he hasn't been able to this last little while. And he's showing me, and again, it's because there's a closed off piece. That when you go there it hurts too much, so you've pushed him out, but he keeps trying. He keeps showing me a little small dog as well too. Okay, all right. Oh, I got goosebumps. He keeps talking about an anniversary or birthday as well too, and it's coming up, so it's soon. And so he keeps talking about being able to honor and recognize that for you. Yeah, it's your birthday? Okay. And it's soon, it's very soon, he said. Okay. Okay, where are we going to go? Okay, everybody take a deep collective breath. Or we'll have to start singing. Okay, when we came up here, let's go through them. Oh yeah, okay, so, are you okay? Can you feel them too? It's intense, eh? So the male figure that comes in, again, gives you that punch in the arm, very social. Couple different things though when he comes in. He keeps giving me, when I feel those needles in my arm, it's usually an addiction-related issue of some kind, but he doesn't say that he has a drinking problem at all, but he feels very wobbly, like it feels like he would stagger wobble from drinking. So everybody outside looking in knows he's got a drinking problem, but he doesn't admit it at all. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Okay. He keeps showing me that his actions created the consequences for his passing. which is interesting for me because he keeps, again, I kind of have rules with all of this, right? So with some of it, I don't want to see all of it. So he's not showing me all of it. If it was tragic in some way, they won't show me bits and pieces because it gives me nightmares. So I don't want to see all of it. He keeps showing me that his actions were like putting a gun under his chin. That it just all falls apart. His whole body falls apart. He says it just shut down from his drinking. Okay, so we got to start counting now, okay? He keeps showing me this high-pitched ringing sound in my ears as well too. When they do that, it usually means that they're trying to talk to you, so you have that high-pitched sound before you fall asleep at night. Does that make sense? Okay. So he keeps telling me that he keeps showing that he touches your elbow in the middle of the night. Does that make sense? Yeah, that he keeps trying to touch you. He keeps trying to come in to make amends, to say that he's sorry, that he's very sorry. He keeps showing me that his words were not kind when he was here. And he keeps showing me that he caused you to have those feelings of lack of emotional support and low self-worth. And he did the best that he could, and he's very sorry that he did that to you when he was here. He's asking for you to give him permission to forgive himself so that he can help start his own healing on the other side.
Yes.
There's a row. He keeps talking about, could you please let, is your sibling, so there's a row, and he owes that to all of you.
Yeah.
He keeps saying thank you. He said you took the brunt and had to take care of everybody else. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
For all that you had to deal with, he said that you've turned out very well, and that he's very proud of what you've been able to accomplish for as much pushing down that you had.